we've learned from what happened last season. We take some of the positives in the fact that we won the MTN, we got to the Confederations Cup final, and obviously we found that inner spirit, that inner fight, that inner character to get ourselves over the line at the wrong end of the table, which sometimes can really show you what you're all about. And I was delighted the way we fought through in the last few games and came through. Albeit with a bit of drama, but we got there in the end. So we take the positives as much as we can from last season and come to this season. We had a good rest, we had a good break, the lads have come back refreshed. The injuries that we had last season are all coming back, and they're full training now, which is a major positive for us. And for us this season, we have to have a far better season in the league. We have to show what we've got in this dressing room out on the pitch, and we have to start looking up the right end of the table, and we should never put ourselves in a position that we were in last season again. I think very much. This is a very successful team over the last kind of 3 seasons. I think we've had 5 cup finals. We won 3 of those cup finals. It's only kind of 18 months ago that we were top of the league for 3/4 of the season, and we just fell away at the end. So I think what's great is that we've got a lot of continuity. We understand the way one another plays. We understand one another's strengths and weaknesses, and of course we know the way the coach wants us to play. So for us to keep that same squad, and we've had quality players where we needed it to bolster the squad. We've got a few younger boys coming in, and of course a few more experienced players who've come in to really make an impact. I think it really bodes well for the season ahead. So, but we know the culture of this football club from Coach Kaitano. We sat down and discussed our goals, which will remain internal. And Stan, our CEO, came to see us yesterday, and he also discussed what he expects from this season. So we've got high expectations from ourselves. There might not be much pressure from the outside, but within the dressing room we expect the highest standards. We expect to be challenging for titles and silverware this season, and we want to give it the biggest push that we can. So we know we've got the ability. We've got players who've won the league here before. We've got players who've won numerous competitions here before. So we've got the know-how, we've got the experience, and for us now the challenge is to go and take that and show it on the pitch. It's really been great. Coach Kaitano has been with us for a long time. He knows the players inside and out. He knows what makes us tick. He knows how to get us going when we're not ticking. So I think we saw last season when he came in, he did a fantastic job. He helped us turn our season around. Everyone's enjoying their training at the moment. The vibe in the dressing room is really good, and of course that's been built up over a few years of being together. And Coach Kaitano has been there every step of the way. So now that he's in charge, we're fully behind him. We're working hard to implement his ideas his ideas into our game. And again, the challenge for us is to take that from the training pitch into the games. And so far in our pre-season games, we've been showing good signs. There's a lot of promise, and we really have to hit the ground running when the season starts in a couple of weeks. Yeah, and that's half the challenge. From being relatively unknown, he's stepped up into the limelight. He scored a fantastic goal in the Confederations Cup final. He's had appearances here and there, but the challenge for him is to do more. The challenge for him is not to accept that he's made it after scoring 1 goal. It's to kick on. It's to do more. It's to want to replicate what Yeye's done over his career. That's the challenge for him, to keep on performing, to keep on hitting the heights, to get into the Bafana squad, and that's what we're trying to say to him. He's got the ability, that's unquestioned. His technical ability is absolutely fantastic, but now it's the attitude, it's that side of the game, and that's where the experience of myself and Yeye, we're trying to help him see that other side of the game, see the mental side of the game, where he has to remain focused, where he has to remain humble, where he has to remain he has to keep that mindset of wanting to improve, because he can be a top player if he puts his mind to it. So we'll keep on working on him as much as we can, because we really are excited by what he can do and what we've seen on the pitch.